So hi, this is Rodney with Mercer Online. Got an interesting question in the email, and I thought I would create a video and share the answer to it because it's a good question and people come across it every once in a while. So the instructor wanted to know, is there a way that I can set up something for students to sign up for a particular thing in the class? And Blackboard doesn't have a native tool for that purpose, but you can use the wiki tool to actually build something that'll work. So if you're inside of a course and you go over to Tools, you come down to Wikis. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a brand new wiki. So I'm just going to click on Link to a Wiki and click on Create New Wiki. And we're just going to call it Sign Up Wiki. And put your instructions here. And then we're going to scroll down. I'm going to set it as being available, or you can set the availability date, same as everything. Student access, you want to leave it open to editing, because what you're going to do is you're going to create a page, you're going to make your list in it, and then students are going to go in and put in their selection. So we're going to, for this one, we're going to have a list of artists, and students are going to select which artist they're going to present on. So I'm going to click Submit here, and we're going to push it through. I've got it right here selected. We're going to link to the wiki. I just click on the next button. So it's similar to a discussion forum. You create the thing itself, the item, then you create the link to it. So this is actually the link that's going to display inside of lessons. And I've got my link name here, Sign Up Wiki. Again, these instructions are going to appear on the outside of the link. So that's going to show up inside of the lessons area. So you want to configure these, to match that. So outside the assignment. Okay, so now I'm going to come down here. I'm going to make it available. I'm going to click on the Submit button, and you'll see what we've got. So here it is at the bottom. I have the Sign Up Wiki, but I'm not done. So what I want to do is I want to click on the link into the wiki, and now I'm going to create a page. So we're going to call it Sign Up Sheet. And in this space, in the content area, this is where I'm going to put my list of artists. Okay, so I've pasted my list in here, and if you really wanted to be creative with it, you could actually do it in a table format and just put, like, on one side, do the artist name, and then for the second column have where students would enter their name. And I'll show you what that would look like. So if I click on the table button right here inside of the toolbar, this is going to bring up the page. It's going to allow me to insert or edit the table, and I have to wait for a second for it to load. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it 2 columns, and I've got 7 artists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 8 rows because I want to have one that's a title row. So I'm going to put 8 rows, 2 columns. And the rest of it you can pretty much leave the way it is. I am going to change the border though from 0 to 1. So this way there's a visible border. That's entirely up to you. So I click on the Insert button, and now you will see I have a table in here. It looks very strange, but it's here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start typing. So I type in artist, if I can spell. And then what I just did, I just hit the right arrow key to push me from that left column to the right. And so there we go. I've got that in there. And now all I have to do is just paste in my artists. We'll see if this works like this. No, it did not. So what I'm going to have to do is actually put them in individually. Okay, so I've got them in there, and if I want to get really nice, I can, like, change the color of the background of this, however I want to do it. I am going to actually make that text bold so that it sort of stands out a little bit, and I will do a background color. Let's do a little yellow there. So there we go. So I've got the yellow background. I've got the title here. Now I'm going to click on the Submit button, and this is going to actually create that wiki page. And so this is what the students would see. So now I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into student preview mode. So I'm switching over into student preview mode right now, and now you'll see I'm in here as a student. So I click on Lessons, and I'm going to come down here to the Sign Up Wiki. I click on it, and again, I'm a student. And what I would do is I would click on Edit Wiki Content. So I'm going to click on Edit Content, and it's going to bring up the page, and then I'm going to type in my name here in this box and hit submit. So I've signed up for my artist. Now, another student could come along and they could sign up and it would continue to grow and evolve. Now, I know the question is, well, if any student can edit it, then what's to say that one student can't just say, no, I'm going to do Picasso and type in their name? You as the instructor can see. So if I exit student preview and come back into standard mode, so I'm back over into standard mode. I go into lessons and I come down here to my sign up wiki, and you're just going to click on the link and there is that sign up sheet page. You can actually click on the link right over here, this little drop down, and you can see the history. So I can actually see if Rodney signed up for Picasso and if Bob came by and said, oh no, I'm doing Picasso, and typed in his name. So if you click on history, it will actually show you everything that has happened throughout the history of the wiki, so you can see what was done. Hopefully that won't happen and your students will be nice and honest, but that is definitely one way to do it. And again, it's not the exact way the tool was designed to work, but this is certainly one way that it can work. And as always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us 609-570-3389 or send us an email, merceronline@mccc.edu. Thanks.